Hmm. Hmm. Survivor. Survivor Season 47. Welcome to Mirror Domains. And this is Survivor Season 47, Episode 7, full live watch along, guys. If you don't know how this works, you know I can't show you the entire show here on the side. Last week, Rome went home, and we're going to have to see. Well, I guess everybody now is going to be on the jury, right? So, yeah, it's a free-for-all. And they better do something with Sierra and Sam this week. And if they don't get one of them out, then they're just morons, because they're not a couple, but they are a group, a pairing that's going to be formidable if you don't deal with that situation right away. So, with that being said, I am just watching the recap, and we are back into Survivor. The reason why we're on so late or early is because I'm getting called into work, and I am going to have to deal with that.
Right now, I am feeling so good about what happened at Tribal Council.
So, Rome, out. Hey, it happens, you know. I was going to go to the gym this morning and then come back and eat, shower, and then come on and do the show, but I'm getting called into work, so got to shift things around a little bit here today, guys. And it is Halloween, so happy Halloween out there for everybody.
Do that. I promise you, with all my heart, I do not want to do that.
What kind of play? What kind of play is this? Why is Saul appealing to Andy?
Right. You chose me. Right.
Oh, because now, why is Saul even telling Andy that he voted for him? Saul, I don't know why you have to earn his trust back,
Back to me, and we're
or
like, hey,
need his
Rome
trust at
wants
all.
you.
Saul.
Feel like as time has
You,
gone,
yeah, Andy, do the math. When it comes down to the three of you, or if it ever came down to a choice of three of you, I say it's four of you and the person's got an idol and it's down to you three, you're going home, Andy. It's not between Sam and Sierra and you. Like, this is moronic. This is bad play when people can't put together simple math like that. When you have a clear alliance of two people that will never ever break or trust or differ from each other, they're a problem, and Sierra and Sam are a huge problem, guys.
Absolutely.
the next like 3-4 movies
So Andy wants Gata. Andy wants blood.
can happen in this game. Like, I need to flip the switch.
Good, Andy. He's putting it together, and that's what I like to see. You know, Andy started off like this, like, get out of here. Like, because of the first episode, he's like, I don't want to be here kind of thing. But he's slowly coming around, isn't he? Like, he's sharp enough to pick up on these pairings and stuff like that. He was a little naive in trusting them at first, but now I think he's starting to get the game and how cutthroat he had to be towards the end, right? Gabe? Here we are. Becca. Day 13. Nobody's sleeping on the shelter. Most of them are sleeping still on the ground. Because sleeping on the bamboo sucks. Oh, that's an interesting shot. This is clever editing by Andy going over his game.
You're the backup.
Okay, because look at it. Sam, because Sierra and I think Rachel are still tight, even though Rachel doesn't trust Sierra anymore because she got rid of Annika. But I think Rachel knows now that Sam and Sierra will get her out as well. If I were Andy, I'd talk to Rachel.
Find really sort of my people that I can really roll with for the long term in this game.
Genevieve.
I really just need to know how to go forward.
Bye from live chat says, hey. Yeah, we're on early today. Just because of the way the schedule is, guys. Have to jump into work in about an hour and a half, so.
Yeah.
Like, let's take the game into our own hands.
That. After the first immunity.
A Genevieve Andy pairing could be deadly.
Is it good? Is it a good vision?
Andy's vision.
We can be like a
But we've seen that Genevieve can be rattled really quickly, right? Because as indeed that Andy and Genevieve could be a good pairing. Like Genevieve switched on Kashan just like that. So there's no reason to think that Genevieve would switch on Andy just like that. So you got to be careful, Andy. She's a smart cookie. First commercial break. 9 minutes in, guys. 9 minutes.
I have played it, but it's not. I play racquetball every day.
Pickleball.
It's like actually the most exciting part, but also terrifying.
Enough of this Sam and Sarah showmance. Yeah. Tonight, your game might be dead. I'm still rooting for Rachel.
Right now, I feel really good about the two.
And I'm hoping she can figure it out.
All girls alliance is almost like mythologized at this point. It's
Yeah. Yeah, because people saw that that season and they're like, okay, we got to shut that down next time. We can't let an all-girl alliance go that far, otherwise it's just going to be brutal.
Who are some prospects? Like,
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I like.
I'm a Teeny and Saul fan. I like Teeny as well, but Gabe has been calculating, but he hasn't really been in the position yet to pull off any big moves, right? Because, oops, sorry. The Blue Tribe really has only went once for TK, and that's it. So they haven't been jabbing at each other. But Tiana has it out for Gabe.
I've been wanting Gabe out since the beginning. I feel like I cannot trust.
And I'm thinking she's saying that because she knows how sharp Gabe is. Like, analytically is about everything, right? Oh, we're getting a reward challenge? This isn't immunity already, is it? I mean, we're only 12 minutes in and we're already going for immunity? No, this must be a reward challenge.
You voted out Rome. It wasn't unanimous, but it
Look physically brutal challenge, yeah. Well, this one looks like a stamina one, right? Where you're standing. But I hope he tempts them off. It's like, okay, if you feel like you don't want the reward or anything, do you want some pizza or?
came then. First things first, Kyle, gotta take it back.
So it is immunity this early. This is weird.
Yeah.
It must
Once
be a.
again,
Sorry, guys. My OBS said that it kind of lost connectivity there for a second. But it says that we're back.
6.
Two groups of
One
6.
person who lasts the longest.
For their group immunity. Everybody. You won't cast a vote. So only 6 people will vote? This is a weird twist.
Earns individual immunity, and you will need it because that group.
Okay, so first 6. Wait, hold on here. So a penalty. So, okay, yeah, because we knew. So if you're out this turn, you're still not on jury. Yeah, and
The
reward.
winning 6 will go back to camp and enjoy.
Baby back, ribs.
Yes, potato salad.
Corn on the cob.
Beer and soft drinks. So the last 6 get immunity, but the 7th one off gets immunity. So you don't want to be the first 5 off, is what I understand, right? Oh no. Oh, okay. So hold on. Yeah, because there's going to be, it's a draw here to see who the groups of 6 are, right?
Put out your palms. And let's
Okay.
reveal.
Blue. So hopefully Sam and Sierra are on different teams. And they're not.
Sam, what do you make about this draw?
That's a strong team. Sam, Sierra, Saul, and Genevieve. That's 4. But Sue's there. Gabe and Kyle are Kyle's going to be strong.
Tuku tribe. Plus me. That's right.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a very fair shakeup, right? And they said it was random.
See the entirety of the Tuku tribe.
Don't tell me Rachel's going home today. That would suck. I just said I liked her. Neither can I, Rachel. Neither can I.
Much fun. Apply to be on Survivor.
Yeah, Jeff, I'll apply to be on Survivor, but you got to pick me. All right, here we go.
Their poles above their head. Balls are
Okay, guys, for some reason, I just got a second. Stream health is excellent, it says. So why is my Andy drops? Yeah, Rachel, you got to stick it, Rachel. Rachel's out.
Rachel cannot survive the first round.
Sue is strong. Got life experience and does well in stamina challenges. Oh yeah, Sue went long in the last challenge too, right? Oh,
I can't do it. Sierra's out.
there goes one of my picks. Sierra's out. Tiana's out.
Genevieve, you're good.
This is tough. Kyle is going to win it for them.
Voted out tonight will have no say in how this game plays out.
Kyle, I just said you were good, man. And Saul's out.
3 for yellow.
Genevieve might get this. I don't know why my OBS is hiccuping so much in here this morning. Like I'm looking at my stats and it seems like everything's okay. I did an update beforehand and it should all be good. So this is the second last. Oh. Sue's out. 3 on 3.
Showdown right now. Sam.
Yeah. I can't watch now, but just stopping by to say hi. Hi, Red Lemon Cola. Yeah. Yeah, we're on a weird time today. I apologize. It's because as I said earlier, I'm being called into work, so I just got to roll with the punches sometimes.
Nice job, Sam.
Sam's fighting. Sam.
It will be worth it.
At least there's a little bit of a lip on the top, just a small little lip that allows you a little bit of grace. You see it there? Caroline.
Let's move to that next section. I will tell you when.
Next section or the last section? Okay, so it is the last section. Uh-oh, Kyle, or Gabe. Oh, no.
Kyle's ball is on the move.
Come on, Kyle. Hang in there. Ooh, Sam. Kyle, Kyle, come on, dude, get it.
Teeny fighting to hang in there.
Oh, Kyle.
Kyle's earned individual.
Okay, but Kyle has individual immunity. Well, there goes my plans for either Sam or Andy to go this episode. But on the plus side, Saul's on that team, so he's not going home. He'll be on the jury. That means in my pool at work, I still got Saul. So they're not going to be part of the deliberation. That's weird. This is not even half the episode yet, and there's going to be a long deliberation. Either it's a long deliberation or there's going to be a really long tribal council.
That messes with the guy.
Kyle.
Individual immunity is yours. That means you are safe tonight.
Well, we know that Tiana's gunning for Gabe.
Go to tribal council directly from that camp.
Go to tribal directly at camp. So the other tribe can't influence them. Basically, it's Rachel's. She's going to be fighting for her life, and Rachel needs to talk to Tiana to maybe get that wedge in there.
Only person who wasn't on the Tufu tribe. We have an easy vote.
And Caroline saying that she wants to make a smart move. Yeah. Bad luck for Rachel.
Holy cow.
I was really hoping Kyle would have been able to pull that out, because Teeny and Genevieve were shaky.
I've ever seen.
More ribs.
Please.
Chew. Saul's just cramming it in the potato salad.
Really?
My former GATA members and I.
Here's the thing. Let's say they vote out Rachel to keep the Tuku tribe, the blue tribe, together. That makes that big group against this group, right?
Off tonight, and there's nothing that I can do to save her. So hopefully Rachel.
Yeah, so Sam sees that. Oh, Saul's sitting right next to an advantage, a secret. Yeah, you never think about looking around. Now you know. Now people will next season.
And if anyone
Teeny
were to find
senses
then
it.
It could change everything.
Just doesn't know to look here for it. Always mind your surroundings, they say. They're just blinded by the food.
There's just nothing you can do in certain situations if
Kyle, Sam, and Sierra are 3 big targets, Lifer says, yeah.
Look, guys, I know it's a pretty precarious situation for me.
So Gabe just wants to go straight to her. Yeah, she has to play her shot in the dark.
She loses her vote. So
I don't know, Gabe. Tools for you to use, huh? That's... I don't think you're thinking beyond this vote, though. He's only thinking about this vote. And remember what I always say. You have to take into account what the next one is going to be.
From the outside looking in, Rachel is the obvious vote.
We know that Tiana is gunning for Gabe.
We technically lied to everyone else about how close we were.
Tiana sees it.
Rachel, you're doomed.
Gabe.
No doubt about it. But then I realize it doesn't have to be Rachel.
Looks like Kyle's entertaining this. Yeah, no, you can't tell Sue.
Because we're about to make something awesome happen.
This is where, I guess this is a play where you can't go tell your alliances, well, right? They don't have to, this is one, yeah, you have to play close to the vest.
I'm gonna pretend like it's 5 strong, but
Yeah. So they would have 3 against 3. But still, I would still play 3 against 3 because then there would be 2 people drawing for rocks. Or, yeah. 50-50 is better than a 1 in 6 chance. Like the shot in the dark is 1 in 6, right? 50-50 is a better chance. I don't know, Rachel. You're going to have to coerce Caroline over, and I don't know if Caroline or Sam would vote Gabe.
I'm in.
You're in, but you got to somehow get an idol. Where are we at? That was a commercial break. So we're at 32 minutes in. So, as we predicted, it's a long deliberation. So they ate all the food and they just pass out.
This has been a very interesting.
Is he going to sneak off? I don't think they'd be at the bottom of a bottle. I checked the baskets, the platters. Yeah, he's looking.
Now that I'm working with Andy, you have to be sure that you can find it.
So just look over there, man. Say, getting some lemonade?
Kind of chilling, you know, getting our food comas on. I'm like looking, you know, around.
The cameraman couldn't be more obvious. So, oh, he found it. Saul found it. So I would, if I were playing, I would always look at the angles that the cameramen are. That should give me a clue as to the vantage point. Okay, I don't need to look in that vector because they're not pointed over there. Oh, this is very slick there, Saul. Whoop. What was that? Just got an itch.
I'm just like taking it in.
So that was just blind luck that Saul just happened to be right beside it, right? Maybe it could. It could be just a clue to another idol, right? Again, my OBS is hiccuping. Guys, I'm sorry again. My OBS is saying, but it doesn't say drop frame rates, but it's saying disconnected, which is weird. It's a weird little blip hiccup. So I apologize if there's little hiccups in the stream. 8:30 in the morning shouldn't be that taxing on the router.
And if he does want the necklace, it's Gabe.
So Caroline's not going for it. No hiccups. All Gucci games. Okay, thanks.
Get rid of her. A lot of options open up for Tiana.
If you won't get Gabe out, would you get Sue?
But she does have some reservations, and since
It doesn't seem like you're going to be able to convince her. She's pretty. You got to make that pitch of the angle that if we all come back Tuku strong, like we can't play that angle. That's the pitch, right?
We can go 2 strong, 5 deep.
And Gabe's going to beat her to the punch. Beat Caroline to the punch. Caroline, sorry guys.
Rachel tonight. The dilemma is how can we get her
Caroline. So Gabe wants Caroline.
That I'm most scared of. You know, I'm no dummy.
That conversation between Tiana and Caroline, if Rachel goes back to Tiana now and says, well, Gabe's not pushing, or if Tiana says, well, Caroline's not pushing, but now Gabe wants Caroline, maybe we can shift instead of Gabe, Caroline. Or Rachel can go to Caroline now and say, well, Gabe wants you out.
Caroline, like I put your name down.
Yeah.
And then
I want Rachel to be on the jury. Sam taking a big cut.
And so I'm pretty sure no one else saw it.
Yeah. Rachel got bad body language. She is constantly touching her face. Just get. Oh. Just tell them you're taking a leak. Take it out. Look it down here while you're just standing there with your widger out. Okay, comes with a catch.
The recipient can choose between 2 advantages.
Block a vote. That'll be huge then, because it'll break up the tie of 3 versus 3, right? Well, and now it's obvious that you send it to Rachel.
To block a vote, which is simply if someone
Yeah, what do you use there? Because if you say safety without power, then you're putting a target on that person's back next time. At least with the block a vote, I don't know if is that declared. So yeah, there's going to be a big tribal council here. That's why we're so early. And we're coming up to it now at 43 minutes. We're just past the 43-minute mark, guys.
is what's going to help my game. I want to help.
I would give it to the power to Caroline to build a bond. Well, it's just you don't know how much information they have about the Tuku tribe, right? Because it would seem on its face, Caroline maybe, but you don't know if they know that Gabe and Tiana are butting heads. Sam, Sue might be a safe person to give it to as well, maybe. But for obvious reasons, it's easier to give it to Rachel. The thing is that Saul, if he gave it to Rachel, then yeah, you'd be buying her allegiance as well. So you would still get the same effect, wouldn't you? To get that bond?
Last tribal council, we had everybody. 13.
And yeah, it's usually 11 people that go to jury.
On top of it, you have to make this decision in front of 6 people who can just watch because they're not in trouble.
Yeah, and they can get information.
Terrified because Survivor's never easy. Caroline, 5 Tuku.
So Jeff sees that too. He's calling it out.
One of the premises of Survivor is
Oh, so Caroline at least sees that whatever play here is done, it's going to hurt her game. Vote out a Tuku, you lose alliances with your remaining 4 Tuku. Vote out Rachel, everybody looks at Tuku as a big kind of let's pick off everybody from them, right?
For sure. There are opportunities all over the place.
That's a very like slick, sly of Probst to start prodding in there with suggesting things, right? It's weird. We didn't really hear much from Sue, though, did we? No one was talking strategy with Sue.
And it does give you just a little bit of breath.
Her little wiggle. Careful now, Tiana.
It just means the absolute world, and I.
Yeah, because you get jury, that means you're on the show for the entire season, right? Even though you're just come in at the last 2 minutes of the episode if you're on the jury.
All right, so Rachel.
I'm thinking it's going to be Gabe or Caroline for some reason. Ugh. Undulated.
Maybe the 5 Tuku for tonight take out Rachel.
This is very difficult for me tonight.
Is it, Sue? Do I believe that one? I don't think so. Do you guys buy it? Yeah.
Smart moves. There's a very big distinction between a big
Yeah. I don't know, Caroline. I think maybe you might be going home tonight.
Optimistic, pessimistic, or hopeful.
Sue getting blindsided. I know that getting tricks. Did Sam say they're going to turn on each
All
other?
right. It is time to vote.
About 20 minutes. I mean, 20.
Okay, so Saul.
Somebody sent me an advantage.
Wow. My palms are almost sweating on this one, guys. Oh, so he gave it to Rachel. Yeah.
When Jeff says it's time to vote,
Safety without power. So she's. So he saved Rachel, and that's the bond that he wanted. So, yeah, I called that right before they went to tribal, right?
before I came out here, and one of them was, do not go home with something in your pocket.
Did you hear that whisper from Sam? Or was that Sam or Andy? It's one of them. Okay, so let's put our cards all on the table. But this kind of blows up because I think Tiana was counting on Rachel's vote there for her play, right? So Tiana is going to be down on it, and Gabe's kind of like, well, now we've, yeah, I huge smile on Rachel's face.
Answers that question about the two
So basically, the entire last 5 minutes of conversation here are moot. Now it's a different game. Yeah, it's a bigger tribal council. I think you had to play Rachel just because you know that you would be stirring up the pot, right? Yeah.
I mean, you know, the game has changed.
I would feel like vomiting. I'd be like, somebody punched me in the gut.
The future.
It's going to be interesting to see the fallout next episode to see if somebody's able to smoke out Saul. Because everybody in that other on the jury there right now is looking at each other going, who was it? Who got the advantage? Who sent it? Who made the choice?
Spending 13 days with people is.
But Gabe and Kyle are trying to get together. Well, does Tiana smell like her name?
It's gonna suck.
Like, this is brutal, guys. This is brutal. Like, it's an audience. It's entertaining to watch. It's got me worked up. But like, imagine being in their shoes and feeling this right now.
Exact same situation.
I gotta say, from here.
So now they're talking. Okay, so Sam and Gabe, you know, they're tight. But I think Gabe and Kyle are also like this. So I think it's Gabe, Kyle, and Sue that are controlling this.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, man. Gabe sees that Tiana is the threat. So we'll see who has enough sway. Are they going to be... And Sam, Sue just threw T. It's Kyle's decision here. And Caroline's thinking about it. So it's obvious now that before they went to tribal here, the rest of the Tuku, aside from Tiana and Caroline, didn't really spend a lot of other time thinking about the secondary option.
All have relationships. Survivor is a game of.
What do you do here? Do you play your shot in the dark? Or do you trust your relationships? Oh man, this is brutal. I don't know. But out of all the names, no one said Sue. Okay, we know Tiana's going to put Gabe. Don't know what Kyle put down. And we know Gabe's going to put Tiana. Yeah, we're going to have to watch the after credits to see how. And we know that Sue's going to put Tiana, so we know we're going to get two Tiana right away. But it'll be what Kyle and Caroline voted for. Man, this is intense. But this is what deliberation's for. When you lose the challenge, you go back, you talk about your options, and they weren't prepared for this.
Now would be the time to do so.
No idol. Here we go. No shot in the darks. One Gabe. Well, we know we're getting two Tiana, and for sure. So this will tell us.
Person voted out of Survivor 47. Tiana, that's 3.
Sorry, girl. Yeah, she's defeated. It's okay. You can feel like that. I would be. She tried, though, right? She tried to get Gabe. And she said it right before, as long as I make it to jury, I'm fine. I'll be happy. It's like that was the signal that she was going to go home. The crushing defeat here. Do you think Tiana would get invited back for the All-Star season? For the returning season? They said Survivor 50 is going to be returning players, right?
Torches, head back to camp. Good night.
Caroline's not happy. Okay, I think Caroline. It was Kyle then that made Kyle voted Tiana. Unfortunately, Kyle, that makes you, Sue, and Gabe a big target. So let's take a look here and see who voted for who. No, we get an auction again this season. Good. I love the auction. Jeff with his gavel. War is coming. Kyle's turning, or sorry, Andy's turning into the dark horse, isn't he? Okay, so she voted Gabe. We know that. Sue voted Tiana. We knew that. Yeah, so it was Kyle that voted Tiana. Then did Caroline also? It was Caroline's. So Caroline voted Tiana. Yeah. And Tiana knew that was all, the warning signs were all there. Again, guys, it just goes back to being able to measure out. Okay, if us five are strong and we know that our weakest person will be me, well, that's what you have to weigh out. That's what you got to say. Well, if it goes down to us five, am I the first one out of the five? Like, you got to think like that far down the game, right? So Tiana, TK are out. Sue, I think, is just riding the coattails. I don't see that she's going to go far into the game. And if she goes to the final three, it'll be like she won't win because she just hasn't been making any moves. But I think Kyle, Gabe, and Caroline just put a huge target on their backs. And then it'll be interesting to see next episode if people are able to smoke out Saul, right? If he was the one that saved Rachel. Very, very interesting. All right, guys. So, as I said, we were on earlier today because I have to jump out to work now. But if you like this kind of stuff, come join us here on the channel for The Penguin that's coming down to its final 2 episodes, and Hell's Kitchen on Friday. So tomorrow I'm working in the morning, so Hell's Kitchen will be on later on in the day, probably like 5:30ish, 6 o'clock-ish. We'll see how that goes, because I'm off at 5. So, hey, it is what it is. We will get Hell's Kitchen done tomorrow, though. And then on Sunday, we're here for Penguin. And if you like this, my straight out of the theater reaction, my October movie. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to go. I wanted to take a look at Byford's list. My October ranking for movies that I've saw is out now. And go check that out because I saw 9 movies. I was going to go see Conclave, and then I was like, I just didn't really have time. So let's go over and take a look at Byford's list here. I wanted to take a look at what The Shadow Strays is your number 1. And I wanted to take a look at what is that? The Shadow Strays. I never even heard of this. Indonesian. Okay. Fascinating. So it's an actioner. Huh? So like a revenge flick? Foreign film? Codename 13, a 17-year-old assassin is suspended due to a sloppy mission in Japan. She meets 11-year-old Manji, who loses his mother and sets out to rescue him. Okay, so it's a rescue kind of thing. And that's on Netflix? Hold on. Let me just see if I can find that on Netflix. The Shadow Strays. Oh, that is, it's there. It's right there. Shadow Strays. Fascinating. 2 hours and 25 minutes. Martial arts, huh? I'm going to have to check that out. Okay. And then what else did you have there? Nora doesn't actually open up until next week here in Canada. It's going to be playing at the Cineplexes. But other than that, Caddo Lake, yeah, it's up there, eh? Caddo Lake is just one of those ones where it's still sitting with me. I hear good things about Nora. Good performances, I hear. Joker, Folie à Deux, Monster, Your Monster, I never watched The Apprentice. Good list. So let's put that up there. Good list. Have to check out Nora. There you go. Yeah, Joker, Folie à Deux is just... I think that's going to be on the bottom of a lot of people's lists. But it is what it is. Okay, guys, that's it. I got to jump out to work here. So enjoy the rest of your day. The only movie that's coming out this weekend was that Tom Hanks Zemeckis film, Here, right? Where it was like them living in this, it's like one static shot of them, of like a room or an area. And it's like the camera doesn't move. It's just a bunch of stuff happening in front of this one space here. I'm not rushing out to seeing it tonight. I'll see it this weekend for sure. So I'm off both Saturday and Sunday for some miraculous reason. So I'll check it out then. And I don't think that anybody's rushing out to see this one anyway. It'll be the first one I see in November. So if not, happy Halloween, everybody. Have a great day. Thumbs up. See you next time right here on Mirror Domains.